Hello, Newton County. Hello, Newton County. Hello, hello. I'm going to give it a few seconds here to get on in here. I'm just going to say what in the Newton is going on. Let me see if I can sit it right here. All right. I'm just going to say what in the Newton County is going on. I'm excited. I did 13,693 steps today, but I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to come on in the room. What in the Newton County is going on? So yesterday, I just happened to be out and about, and I had some constituents say, "Why is the Board of Commissioners meeting canceled?" And I said, "We haven't canceled the Board of Commissioners meeting because I know in the beginning in January that we all voted in public. We voted in public, in front of the public, the dates of the Board of Commissioners meetings for the entire year. I have been in office since 2021, and this has never occurred where the county clerk who serves in the pleasure of the Board of Commissioners sends out a notification to the public that an entire Board of Commissioners meeting is canceled without consulting the commissioners. I'm going to say that again. I have been in office since 2021. And in the almost 4 years I've been in office, I have never experienced the county clerk sending a notification to the entire Newton County announcing a public meeting is canceled without consulting with the commissioners. There's 5 commissioners, not just 3. Again, there's 5 commissioners, not just 3. We are not supposed to be voting behind the scenes. That meeting is supposed to be on tomorrow. Tuesday, excuse me, I forget my days, Tuesday. And in front of the public, we're supposed to say we don't have a quorum. And so because we don't have a quorum, this meeting cannot be conducted. And you should be able to see who's missing. Now, let me tell you something. If Commissioner Sanders or Commissioner Henderson is not present, it's made known that we are not there. And then there's rumors all around on why we're not there and we're not showing up. Mind you, I have not missed meetings like that. You based on our enabling legislation, you can't miss no more than 2 meetings a year. Okay. Now, you all received the notification, not I. Received the notification that the Board of Commissioners on Tuesday, which happened to be election day, is canceled. Do you know the Board of Commissioners did not receive an official notification? I know I didn't. So I called my colleague, Commissioner Henderson. He did not. I looked through all my emails. I'm always in my emails. There was not one notice from our clerk or anybody that a whole entire meeting to where we were sent an agenda from our deputy clerk that we had business to handle. There were different departments that have deadlines for grants that was under the consent agenda that needed to be approved. There was zoning that needed to be approved. There was various things that needed to be approved that was sent to us on that agenda. It was a long agenda for Tuesday night. To have our clerk not even send an official letter to all of the Board of Commissioners. Now, I don't know if the other 3 received the email, but I know Commissioner Henderson, myself, did not receive an email or a call that we were canceling a whole entire meeting. We have never canceled a meeting due to elections. I have been a part of 2, 3 elections. We've had, I got sworn in 2021, elections in 2020. We had election in 2022. We had a meeting on election night when they had the city council elections as well. We have never canceled a meeting during election time. And so we, as the Board of Commissioners, approve our dates for the entire year. We approve our dates for the entire year. In the beginning of the year, it's normally the first meeting of the year, or we'll do it in December, the last meeting in December, to approve for the entire year in front of the public. We are supposed to only vote in front of the public. A meeting does not just get canceled. I sent an email. First, I text our county attorney. I am still waiting for our county attorney to respond to me. That right there tells me something wasn't right. I text not email. I text our county attorney and I said, Patrick, I have residents asking me, why is an entire board meeting canceled? And what is the reasoning? We were not even given reasoning on why they canceled the board meeting. We were not told anything. So Commissioner Henderson called our county clerk, who then stated that Commissioner Cowan said he's not going to be there. He's going to be in Louisiana, I believe. Commissioner Mason said he's not going to be there. Commissioner Edwards says he's not going to be there. And I think they said the chair. I'm not sure. But it has to be 3 commissioners present to have a quorum. But that's supposed to be conducted in front of the board, in front of the people, to say we cannot conduct this meeting today because we have 3 commissioners who are not in attendance, and we will cancel this meeting in front of the public. You don't just have 3 commissioners saying, my schedule is busy on just so happen to be on election day. My schedule is busy, so we're not having a meeting. Let me give you some examples. Meetings are always scheduled without checking. I know for a fact with myself and Commissioner Henderson, I will have stuff on my schedule that has been scheduled for either a year in advance, 6 months in advance, and they know about it because sometimes the clerk will have to book my travel for the various companies. And how it works when I travel, because a lot of my travel, majority of my travel, is not covered by the county. So how it works is they have the county book it for me, and they send the money to the county to take care of the travel. They reimburse the county. So the county books it because they want to make sure the funds are handled correctly. The county books the travel for me. They'll book my flight or whatever. And then NACO, Local Progress, or whoever company I'm traveling with sends them a check to cover all of my expenses. The county will only just book my flight. And the organization pays for my hotel and everything. They take care of that. So the organization will send the check to the county. So the clerk or the finance director, them together in conjunction, books my travel. So they know when I'm out of town. But guess what? I don't get that courtesy. I don't get a courtesy saying Commissioner Sanders or Commissioner Henderson is not going to be there. So we're going to cancel a whole meeting, or we're not going to schedule the meeting today so that all the commissioners be there. There has never in history have I ever heard that an entire meeting, a government meeting, is canceled without even contacting or sending an official notifications to the elected body who actually is a part of the meeting. So our clerk just sent an a notification, a public notification to the entire county that a board of commissioners meeting is canceled. And I am still looking in my email searching to find out when did I get an email that said we are canceling a board of commissioners meeting when we were given a complete entire agenda of business and things we have to handle. So all of a sudden 3 commissioners are going to be out on election day. I need y'all to understand what's happening here. I need y'all to understand how your government is being ran here in Newton County. That's why you hear me say, what the Newton County is going on? You don't just cancel an entire board meeting where business is conducted because it's election day. All of a sudden, 3 commissioners are out. If those 3 commissioners are going to be out or traveling somewhere, why was this not handled in the last board meeting? Why didn't we vote in front of the public to say, hey, Commissioner Mason could have said, I'm not going to be here in 2 weeks. Commissioner Edwards could have said, I'm not going to be here in 2 weeks. Commissioner Cowan could have said in that meeting, I'm not going to be here in 2 weeks. Then we could have did a vote properly, how it's supposed to be done, and conducted in front of the public and say, hey, 3 commissioners are not going to be here. We're not going to have a quorum. It's just going to be you, Commissioner Sanders, and Commissioner Henderson. So we may, in front of the public, reschedule this meeting maybe for the following week. We've done that before where we move meetings for the following week. You don't just cancel a meeting without telling the whole entire board of commissioners. We are the policymakers. We are the elected body. Votes have to be done in front of the public and not behind the scenes. I am still waiting on my text message response from our county attorney, questioning him because I was questioned as the commissioner. I was questioned, excuse me, that's my light. I was questioned as the commissioner, why is a meeting being canceled? I found out from the public because I received in a full agenda from our deputy clerk that we had business to handle. So I wasn't even thinking in my mind when they said, why is the meeting canceled? My first thought was, What are you talking about? And then they said, go look at your email. Go look at your notification. I looked at my email. I had no email that said the meeting was canceled. So I do receive the notifications because I signed up for the notifications. You can go to the agenda portion, type in Newton County agenda, and you can receive notifications to your phone. So I pulled up the notification to my phone that came to my phone that everybody receives. And that's how I found out the meeting was canceled. And then I saw the clerk sent something and said with a notification that she sent to everybody else and said, Board of Commissioners meeting canceled. Just so ironically, we cancel a Board of Commissioners meeting on election day. And then you don't tell the commissioners, and there's never been a vote in front of the public. This is what I want y'all to understand: who's running your government. Who's running your government? I need you all to understand. Business is still handled whether elections are going on or not. We do not cancel Board of Commissioners meeting to go campaign. We do not cancel Board of Commissioners meeting and the business of the county to go campaign. We don't do that. Now, you may not hold the meeting as long. So we've had that done before where you just have the most important things on there as well and get through them. So the meeting doesn't go to 11 o'clock at night. That's understandable. But you don't cancel a Board of Commissioners meeting because it's election day and you want to campaign. And you don't campaign on county time. Mr. Chairman, you're a full-time employee. I just have to call it out. It's been called out to me. Pictures been sent to me. This is taxpayers' dollars. We still have business to handle. We as the Board of Commissioners are part-time. Based on the enabling legislation, our chairman is full-time. We do not campaign on taxpayers' dollars when we're full-time employees. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to say what it is. He might not like it because I said it, but it's wrong. I had constituents contact me and I said, you guys, if I say something, he's gonna think I'm picking on him. But they like, it's wrong. I said, well, you all need to say something. That's why I posted the video the other day. When you see something wrong, you say it because it's your taxpayers' dollars. This is your county. We work for the people. The people don't work for us. You put us in office because you want us to represent you and you want integrity out of your elected officials. You want transparency out of your elected officials. You want your elected officials to be doing the right thing. You don't cancel a whole entire Board of Commissioners meeting without contacting the whole entire board, without voting in front of the people. You do not vote behind the scenes. It's illegal. And then you send out a whole entire notification to the public without all of the commissioners knowing the meeting is canceled. Who does that? This is how our government has been operating. I need for you all to understand what is going on in Newton County. This is what I have been speaking on for years. People say that she's outspoken, she's loud. Guess what? I wouldn't be outspoken and loud if we were doing the right things. I told the board this. I said, you want to shut me up and you want to hush me up? Do right. And you will never hear my voice. But when we do things that are out of order, not right, canceling meetings, not even having votes before the board, you all of a sudden 3 commissioners say they're not going to show up to a meeting. So we have to cancel the meeting to handle county business. We have grants under the consent agenda for a reason. The grants are placed under the consent agenda because those departments have to apply for those grants by a certain time so they can receive that free money. So it's not taxing on the taxpayers. Then you have your planning and zoning, which you have people who submitted applications and looking forward to the commissioners to making decisions on projects because they've been waiting for fair things to happen. Then you have other departments, which was on that agenda. I can forward you the agenda that was sent to us by the deputy clerk. We had a full agenda of business that had to be handled on that day. Then all of a sudden at the last hour, you say, we're going to cancel a meeting. And I'm still waiting at this particular time. What time is it? At 9:27 p.m. I still have not received a text from a response from our county attorney. I sent an email to the entire board. I sent the text message to our county attorney. No one is responding on why we canceled the meeting. I had to hear from my colleague, Commissioner Henderson, who spoke to the clerk. And she said 3 commissioners was out and she had no idea why they were not going to be there, just that they were not going to be there. The only person she mentioned was Commissioner Cowan, said he was going to all of a sudden be in Louisiana. So I don't know if he has his grandkids or I don't know what's going on. That's a personal issue situation, but you didn't even give any information on 3 commissioners are going to be out. I don't even have that email. This is how our county is being ran. You do not cancel business of the county because you just want to get out in the streets and campaign. We have things that have to be handled. We have business that has to be done. The people going to vote. People by now probably know who they're going to vote for. They know who they're going to vote for. You don't cancel a meeting because you want to campaign. No, we are supposed to handle the business of the county. What you can do is the county manager and the county attorney, the county manager and the chair arranges the agenda. Means they make sure certain things are on the agenda. They place them on the agenda. So being the people that place certain things on the agenda, you know what you can do is make sure that agenda is not too lengthy, that we're there till 11 p.m. and those things that are not that need to be handled at this particular time can be on the next agenda. Or we could have did like I just said. If you knew 3 commissioners was going to be out, that's why I said it sounds like a plot. If you knew 3 commissioners were not going to be at the meeting, we could have last Tuesday, 3 commissioners are not going to be here, commissioners. So we need to decide on if we're going to move the meeting to Wednesday, Thursday, or the following week. So you just cancel a meeting without even sending official information or official notification to the board, the legislative body of the county. So 3 commissioners just can say, I'm not going to be here. And you just cancel it. You don't have a meeting in front of the public to say, we don't have a quorum here today because 3 commissioners are out at the same time. So we can't conduct this meeting. Meeting adjourned. That's parliamentary procedure. I'm waiting for the county attorney. I'm waiting for the county attorney. I'm waiting for the county attorney to respond to me. I'm waiting for you to respond to me. I have not received a response. I sent that response, that email, I think around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock on yesterday. I text our county attorney who normally responds back. It's been crickets. I haven't heard anybody respond to the email I sent on why this meeting was canceled and why the Board of Commissioners were not alerted, the full board. Obviously, only myself and Commissioner Henderson were the only ones not alerted about a canceled Board of Commissioners meeting. So my question is, when was the vote? Was it a vote behind the scenes? Did 3 commissioners get together? Sunshine law was broken? I'm trying to understand what happened. This is how business is being handled in Newton County. This is why I keep saying, what the Newton? You all need to pay attention to what's happening in your government. You all have to pay attention how your funds, how everything is being operated, because these are your tax dollars. This is so critical. This is why your commissioner, Sanders, speaks up and speaks out every time when things are wrong. As I just stated earlier, I told the board this in 2021. If you don't want to hear me speak, do the right thing. The only time you will hear me say something when we are doing things that look crooked and not right, and we're not being transparent. That is the only time you will hear my voice. But when we are doing things that are right and we're handling business, you can watch some of the meetings. I sit back and I don't say anything. But when we are doing things that are not correct, I am still shocked that I have not received a text from my county attorney on why an entire Board of Commissioners meeting was canceled and the board did not receive an official letter or official email or communication before it was sent out to the public when we had business to handle. People, wake up. People, pay attention. People, this is your county. People, this is your government. People, pay attention. This is Commissioner Sanders. As I state, I'm going to give you the real deal and the facts of what's happening. Your own commissioner talking right here to you right now had no idea that an entire Board of Commissioners meeting with information of stuff we had to do, agenda items to handle business, was canceled without a vote. Y'all have a good night and y'all be blessed. Think about it.